people on the RSVP list who will likely trickle in as the morning unfolds. Our main presenter, Debbie Johnson, is going to be coming right around the 8:30 mark. She can't get here any earlier because of school transportation for her children. But that gives us time, and I'm very pleased to introduce Linda Phelps, who is Executive Director for the Grief Resource Center. And I've been hearing about this organization for quite some time. I've not gotten an opportunity to visit them, but was eager to have her share a little bit more about what they are all about. So please welcome Linda.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me here to your organization this morning. I just appreciate the opportunity to talk with you about the Grief Resource Center. I am Linda Phelps, and I'm the Executive Director of the Center, plus I am also the Grief Counselor there. I've worked in grief counseling for several years, and I've had the opportunity to work with people who are in extreme pain during this time in their life. But I've also had the opportunity to work in many other aspects of counseling. I've worked in the hospital setting, in nursing homes, I've worked in funeral homes, I've done marriage and family counseling, and through this entire journey, what I have learned and what has been so important for me to be aware of is the understanding of how grief impacts people's lives. Over and over, I have recognized that grief can certainly result from the death of a loved one, but it can also result from many other reasons. Life transitions, such as loss of a relationship, loss of a job, loss of good health, retirement, relocation. All of these transitions can be the result of grief. And 3 years ago, the Grief Resource Center was developed as a nonprofit organization here in Albuquerque, and we open our doors to everyone in the community who experience any aspects of grief that I have just been mentioning. Since we know there are many reasons why people experience grief, we also know that there is no single method that can be used to help people heal. And this is the heart of the Grief Resource Center. We were created to increase awareness about the many aspects of loss. We were also created to offer short-term individual grief support sessions where people can come and tell their story, where people can have others stand with them in their pain, where they can learn different coping strategies on how to move through these difficult situations. And finally, the Grief Resource Center was created to be a place where other professionals and other organizations can come together and share their expertise and present a wide variety of resources to people in our community who are grieving. Resources such as workshops, presentations, and we also have peer support groups. The tagline of our mission is lighting the pathways to healing, and we want to be that light along the pathway to healing for many, many different people who are experiencing many, many different kinds of grief and loss in their lives. And I've placed brochures on each of the tables, and they outline what we do at the Grief Resource Center. The contact information is on the other side, and we would be glad for you to come to the Grief Resource Center yourself. We invite you, or we invite other people whom you know who may be experiencing grief from the loss of something very important to them, or from someone very important they lost. Thank you.
Can you address a little bit more about the small group workshops and how organizations might be able to partner with you to use that resource?
Yes, there are many different experts in the city, and we invite them to come and bring their expertise into the Grief Resource Center. We've had organizations come in and present programs on compassion fatigue. We had Chad and the True North Ministries come and work with us in some of the business aspect. He actually had private sessions with individuals, some of our participants, and he even was part of a presentation to a group of individuals, 25, 30 people, talking about the business aspects of personal business management. So all they have to do is contact me. We are doing a book signing this weekend. Has invited about 15 authors. That's the highest number of people we can accommodate at the Resource Center. These people have published books on grief and loss, and they have been invited to come to the Resource Center for a book signing this weekend. So that's a very big opportunity for us.
Any other questions for Linda?
How did you get involved?
How did I get
Yeah,
involved?
what led you to make this such a big part of your life?
Yes, well, I worked with French Funerals and Cremations and started their grief counseling program to serve French families. And I did that for 8 years. And as time went on, it became very obvious to the staff at French and to me that there was a larger need. And so at that time, we got together and we created this nonprofit. So that was back in, well, actually we opened our doors in 2016. All of the planning came about before that.
And do you have a fee schedule for who comes and visits you?
No, we do not, because our services are at no charge. We can provide up to 3 of these individual counseling sessions at no charge to the community. When we do have presentations and workshops, we request donations, but that is just a request, that's all. So we do not have a fee schedule.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you for having me here today.
Appreciate it. So as I did mention, Debbie's going to be here in a little bit. We'll have a few minutes to stop. Please help yourself if you want some more coffee or some breakfast. And one of the areas that I know that we want to have is ongoing conversation is just different organizations that you all have been made aware of just through your experience in working in the world that you work in, and somebody that you might say, hey, I think they should give a presentation. Albuquerque doesn't know about them. They're kind of a hidden gem. Or also just ways that you think there might be some collaborative efforts that can be put forward to strengthen a particular program. So please feel free to, give those suggestions to me, and I'm happy to investigate and then invite somebody to speak. Alma, I'm going to put you on the spot for a second. Do you want to give us an update about what's going on over at Joy Junction? Do you have a moment? Yes. Well, come on up. Come give us an update while we're waiting on Debbie.
Well, Joy Junction, after my husband turned the renal plus, I think it's 7 months now. We're still going strong. I mean, keep doing the job, helping people, and trying to help as much as we can. And right now, we are already start using the new building for the second floor for the programmers. And the reason why the first floor we still keep empty because we are planning to put those overnighter status only. But the problem is there is a security issue. How we can be sure that they are safe or they're not doing something else inside the room, or they didn't even maybe they sneak in some drugs or alcohol. So for the meantime, we have our barracks 1 and 2 that's we used before for couples, individuals, families, because it's with rooms. But we decided to renovate this barracks 1 and 2 and make it an open concept because each barrack can accommodate 35 people. And we decided that single men overnighters will be in one barracks and in another barracks, like those on overnighter status. So it's easier for us, especially for our supervisors, because probably when we do that, we have to add another supervisors for the graveyard shift to be able to look on the new building and also in the multi-area and barracks. But yeah, this is our way of making sure that also it will minimize the need for additional staff because we can't afford to hire more. And first barrack is almost done. So right now, most of the overnighters still in the new building. But hopefully, before middle of this year, we're able to complete the whole sit up and the whole multi-purpose will be only for overflow. So yeah, and we start paying for our mortgage, and thank God the provision is there. And you know that we are only depending on the private support, donation from our community, RallyABQ. So we are a hopeful that, you know, whatever the need, if it's become bigger or if it's less, it will be good. But we are able to accommodate everyone. It's very challenging every day. Our staff are dealing with different situations when we have different kinds of people coming to us. So just ask everyone to keep us always in your prayers because it's a tough job. But that's why we are here, because we want to at least help one life at a time with this population that in so much need and we don't even know how to start. And I'm so glad that this month of January I was able to really witness like the family able to move out, find their own place. A couple that has been with us for 2 years able to move out because now they can afford to have to rent their own place. So I wish that, you know, there are more housing available. I think it's a long waiting list for like those people at the shelter that applying for housing. But I think our city also is trying their best to solve the situation. So yeah, and thank you so much for, you know, keeping us always in your thoughts and prayers and supporting Joy Junction. And hopefully we'll be here for 33 years. We are 33 years now.
Are your numbers increasing in terms of people that are needing help?
Yeah, compare before Jeremy passed away, it's been up almost to the, you know, the limit of our, like how much we can accumulate. There are times it depends on, like especially during the first week of the month until the middle of the month, it go down a little bit because some of our folks like get their benefits, so they go out, spend their money, rent the hotel room, and then afterwards come back. But yeah, we have sometimes from out of state, like, you know, family from out of state. It's up and down, up and down.
Okay.
But they are more up now compared a year ago.
Really? Okay. What are your biggest needs right now?
The biggest needs is, I think, aside from prayers, just monetary, to be able to meet the needs that, you know, everything that we are going to pay a month. But we ended up 2018 in a good way.
Good.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But I know that the needs are always increasing. But everything from canned food or any non-perishable, you know, food and clothing, everything would help.
Okay. And do you have hours that you want people to bring donations to you?
Our donation time is from 8 p.m. to 8 p.m. every day.
Okay.
And you can drop it at the shelter, 500 CS.
And how about volunteers?
Volunteers we need all the time. Compared during like when we have like big dinners, like during holidays, we have a lot of volunteers, like a lot. Sometimes we have to tell them that yeah, we are full already of volunteers. And then when after the holiday, it's like, although they're still coming, but yeah, if maybe you have some group, friends, family, even kids, as long as they have their parents with them, they're welcome to volunteer. There is if it is your first time, you have to attend a volunteer orientation once, and then after that, you can decide whether you want to go. You can discuss, maybe you have some ideas to do and discuss with our volunteer coordinator, and very good.
Okay. Could I ask you, two questions? What's your capacity? How many men and how many women can you take? And two, what overall do you do? What's your main service, your main focus?
Our main focus is especially families, and then second, single individuals, men and women, and we always give a priority to families coming to us, like keeping them together, because I guess, not that I guess, it's like some other shelter, they separate the father from the kids and mother, so with us, we put them in one room, in one place. And we have our life recovery programs, SIG program, it's Rising Power program, it's a Bible-based life recovery program based on our Tenderlove Bible life recovery program. It's a 9-month life recovery program that our programmers should attend every day. And after the Bible study, we have our staff have some topic to teach them, how to even just to be a responsible individual and to teach them some life skills. And also we have our case manager that helping them whatever they need. Like a lot of them lost their documents, like legal documents, like also identification ID, so driver's license. So our case manager are giving them assistance to get the necessary documents that they need. So in order for them also to find a job and able to get benefits from the government. And after the program, we graduate and we have our transition program. We have to find a job, and some of the graduates we hired at the shelter also when we have position open. Just like last month we hired security because we need security because one of our security was we put him on a supervisor position. Then this programmer he's doing very good, and actually he has a drug addict. He came from a family with drug user, and even his father died of drugs. And I guess it works for a person to change his life even without any chemical detox. It works even just a program based on our spiritual guidance, changing their lives and introducing to our relationship with Jesus. And he really did well. He able to get his children back from the CYF days, family from whole again, and now he's our lead security. And with the security around the property, we have only one paid security. All of them are in the program. It's like our SIG programmers are running the shelter. So each of them has to work in the kitchen, cleaning, and in the laundry. So everyone has to do something. And this time we have a big turnout of participants in the program because there are times like a lot of them also didn't able to continue because it's a struggle for them every day. It's a struggle, and either they have to get out because they can't keep, they want to drink, they want to do drugs, but we give them. That's what our purpose at Junction, that we give them a chance and another chance and another chance. So, like for example, this guy, they are a husband, a couple, and the husband is having alcohol issue, and the wife have cancer. She's having treatment. So we have to call it. Some of them say they were kicked out of Junction. We have to ask him to leave because he is doing alcohol, and it's like also like it's not good already for our other residents at the shelter. And then she kept calling and even email me and ask for another chance. And that's why I told him, you have to make a decision. I know it's hard. We understand that it's like you're not in control of yourself, but you have to make a decision. So I think since December until now, only one time he relapsed and is back again. But I told him, if you don't change and if you going back to alcohol again, I have to ask you to live again. And so far he's doing good. It's hard. It's like you're babysitting a grown-up person. But yeah, it's just a thing that we have to give them another chance and another chance. And with so many different kind of births of people coming to Junction with alcohol, drug, and even without these two, but we have other kind of problems. And we're thankful to God that we have this place, and we have another success stories that this lady still have time.
Yeah, you're good till she gets here.
So I just want to tell you some stories that you know what's going on at Junction with those people that come to us, like this lady. I will give her a name Mary because right now we don't want, she's hiding from her husband. She was raised as an atheist from her parents, and she grew up, like everything is there. They have money, and then after university she married with one of the guys that she met, and after he get married, life was not bearable. So she just wait until her children growing up, and she able to run away from her husband. And after traveling around the country by bus, and she don't have money anymore, she ended up in Albuquerque, but she didn't kill herself. And what happened is while she was at the station in Greyhound, somebody snatched her bag where she had her blade and everything. And now she went to the police station to report the incident, but anyway, they, like what they can do. So she just says, we're a person like me, I don't have nothing. It's just like only this I have, my clothes. Where I can go? So the police said, oh, just wait there because somebody will pick you up. So it's just a perfect time that our van driver will come to pick up somebody there. And now, before we can take them to the shelter, we have to run a background check. But she doesn't want to give her information because her husband is working with the police, high profile in the police that could trace her up. So it's just a timing that our computer is down. So we can't run the background check. So the girl said, oh, just go to the van. So we bring her to the shelter, and then we tell her story, and then she sent up with the program and said, I just want you to know every time, I just want you to know, I signed up the program because I'm interested with the Bible, learning about God. I'm atheist, I don't believe in God. I just want the gift chip and the warm bed. That's it. But after a few months, her heart was open, and now she said, this is, I thought I would kill myself and I want to die, but now I find life. I was more free. This is the first time in my life that I become free, even though like this is my situation. So she's still with us because we're still trying to figure out, because her case is so big that even our some agency here will not be able to help to transfer like her agency. So she's still with us, and that's one of the success stories that's why she said like, now I know that all along God is with me. She's protecting me, and she have a plan for my life. And now she's excited that when she's free to to free herself, like she's not anymore hiding with her husband, like able to, she can go to her mother or even to talk everything to her kids because of the situation. So she's excited that she will be able to share to her mother, because her dad is dead, that there is God.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine, like, you never know who comes to you.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's one of our success story, and inspired us to do more. Even sometimes it's so challenging that taking care of those different people coming to us.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I want to introduce Debbie Johnson. She's the Director for Tenderlove Community Center and quite a powerhouse. So Debbie, I'm gonna have you come up and just share about your program and all the things that you're working on.
Thank you.
Let me know if you want
If
to.
you, yeah, I just.
Okay.
Hi, good morning, everybody. And I'm sorry I came late. I'm not a morning person. Also, I take my kiddos to school in the morning, so she's, I mean, I want to thank you for getting me out this morning. My name is Debbie Johnson, and where do I start from?
How did you start in this program, in this ministry?
I love to talk about me, myself, before talking about this, so that we can connect the dots. Originally, I'm from Africa. I'm from Nigeria. And I'm a nurse in my country. I've been working in the hospital almost all my life. But working in the hospital in my country is not good for patients, because patients have to have money before they can have any kind of medical attention. And of course, everybody know here, with or without insurance, doctor will see. I came to this country in 2001, a month before 9/11, and that was my first time out of my country. I got to Indianapolis, Indiana to attend my uncle's wedding. After my uncle's wedding, I shared my situation, the incident, and my plan with my uncle. Before I left my country, there was an incident of a lady who's supposed to be a first-time mom. We already knew she cannot have a baby naturally. She needed to have C-section. When the time came, because of money, we can't do anything. She didn't have money. And money to do C-section in my country is a lot of money. She ended up expired. She died because of money. So I got tired of seeing all those situations, and I called my brother in Canada. I never thought I would live in the United States. My plan was to go to Canada. So I called my brother in Canada. I told him, you have to do something to get me out of here. I don't want to get depressed. Seeing patients crying every day, and I personally cannot do anything. And they didn't have money to take care of themselves. So I cheered up with my uncle and the plans about going to Canada. My uncle looked at me, started laughing. I was like, what is funny? I mean, they speak English in Canada, right? We speak British English, so it's like, I mean, it's not like I'm going to get there and I won't be able to communicate. My uncle said, no, Debbie, it's not about English. It's about being cold. Canada is always cold. And my country, no snow, it's summer, all right. And of course, I don't like to be cold. He also explained that when you come to the United States as a nurse, you don't have to start like from the beginning, go back to school. You first figure out which state you're going to stay, do the nursing board. If you pass, then find an employer that will hire you and help you with the paperwork to be legally permitted to work. I loved the idea. I was like, yeah, let's do it. But unfortunately, before I was able to call my school to get my transcript transferred, and my uncle called me one day and said, Debbie, sorry, we can no longer house you. My wife changed her mind, and so we just want to let you go. I didn't know anybody. That was the first time out of my country. And I came towards the time, you know, and I've never seen snow before, and I came close to snow time. Unfortunately, to cut my story short, I was homeless in Indianapolis, Indiana for 3 months. And that 3 months was like millions of years, because I didn't know who to talk to. My country, we have no shelter for homeless. I never knew there could be any shelter for me to go to. I was just sleeping in a guy's van. I went through so much that I mean, I can keep on going on and on. I don't want to go too far. When I was able to figure out what to do, and I came with a visiting visa, there's nothing you can do in the United States if you are a visitor. When I figured out what to do, I moved to Georgia. I was in Georgia for a while, though it took me a long time before I was able to get, to work illegally and be able to travel back and from, but it happened. And I started thinking about homeless people right from that time. I never smoked in my life. I have never done anything bad or illegal or anything, yet I was homeless based on the circumstances beyond my control. Then I used to go to a church in Georgia. We normally go every month to different homeless shelters to give them clothing and food. But I told myself, these people will remain like this forever. If you just keep giving food and clothing, then they're not going to think about moving forward or living a better life. So I thought about it and I was like, I think I need to do something to empower these people and get them out of the streets. And I thought about my sewing experience. After my bachelor's degree in my country, I went to 2 years of vocational school to learn fashion design. And I was like, we all go to Walmart, buy pillows or clothing. I mean, it's a lot of money. If these people know how to do it, they will not carry sign under the bridge, begging for money. So we started Tenderlove from Georgia. That was how Tenderlove came alive. We did the registration with the Georgia State. We still have the registration with them. But it was so hard. We didn't have anybody to actually put me through personally, from nursing to non-profit organization. It was like completely opposite. And most of the time when I talk in Georgia, they will be like, do you speak English? Even over the phone. So it was really tough to find anybody to put me through. Then I went online, I Googled, where can I go to that will accommodate diversity of people like me? And here came Albuquerque, New Mexico, to be one of them. And I like Albuquerque because of the long name. I couldn't pronounce it right away. And so we moved to Albuquerque in 2013. Now the journey of Tenderlove now started in Albuquerque. I was going from one organization to another. Who is doing what? I wanted to help and not to duplicate anything. I wanted to do this based on my circumstances. I tasted homelessness and just for 3 months compared to people that have been out there for years. And I told myself, I'm not going to duplicate anything, but I want to do something to empower these people the right way so they can live self-sufficiency lives. We started with sewing. I want to make sure everybody has this flyer. We started with sewing and day shelter. Because majority of people that are out there that lives in the shelter, in the morning they have to come out, they have to go. And if the weather is not good, we let them come to us. And not just to come to us to watch TV, but we show them how to, we have 12 months curriculum under the sewing aspect of our program. Officially in 2013, we had our graduation. It is from November to October each year. We graduated the first group in 2014. We did something funny where we gave them all the graduates brand new sewing machines, and so it's like they have the tools and they have the skills. Okay, now I don't want to see you under the bridge, because I just do not like to see anybody under the bridge begging for money. So after the second year, we partner with UNN Law School, and they help us create a small business. The name is funny, Sew for Real. That Sew for Real is like a co-op where all our graduates will work together if they want to do that. They work together, we get projects together, here and there, you know, we can make anything. I mean, anything that has to do with sewing, we can do. So they work together and make money together under Sew for Real. We recently launched mobile mending units for Sew for Real, where they come to your office, they come to your home, get anything you want to do that has to do with sewing, then bring them back. So that way, they stay busy. Another option, after graduation, we partner with Lucenda Credit Union. They are in charge of our financial literacy. After our program, if they want to have their own small business, we help them establish that. And we have data that follow our graduates 3 months, 6 months, and a year or 2 years after the graduation to make sure they are still doing okay, they are not back to the shelter, they are, you know, financially stable. And early last year, we are actually early 2017, we are in 19 now. We realized not everybody can do sewing. Not everybody can even use sewing machines. Then we added more life skills to give them option to choose from. Few of our students actually recently graduated from CNN as a community health worker. So that way they can work with non-profit organization, they can work with hospital, they can work anywhere as a community, like a social worker, but just the mini one. And we have a home health aid, and majority of our ladies that drop out of school, we have GED preparatory classes that we help them one-on-one and guide them to be ready for GED. So we are kind of like a cover the dots. Some of our ladies that have kids, we let them come with their kids. That way, that will not be the barrier. You know, we don't want God blessings to be the barrier for anybody to make progress. I like to talk about this lady right here. I met her when she was about to commit suicide in 2011 when we first got to Abukotini and my family. She was homeless. Based on what she told me, she called several agencies. Some of them said you have to keep calling every day before 8 in the morning to see if we're going to get to a bed. Some of them say you cannot call directly, your caseworker needs to call. It took her 6 months on waiting list to get casework. When she finally got caseworker, they told her you do not have the addiction to qualify you to be in a program. So we don't want anybody to be addicted to anything before we help them. We just want to, we never share their background because we already know what we're going to find. We just want to meet them where they are. We set goals together. We have 3-month goals, 6 months, a year. What do you plan to achieve while you are with us? We don't want to set anybody up for failure. We want to help them the right way, according to what they want to do. We currently have emergency housing. It is in Rio Rancho, and it is a home of one of our donors that appreciate what we are doing. We're working towards, it is only 1 month, then it is renewable. If they don't have any place, instead of carry bag everywhere, we can immediately house them. We don't have no waiting list. We're currently working to see how we can get transitional housing where these people can stay for 12 months. There are too many waiting lists out there. There are a lot of waiting lists, and we don't want them to get depressed while waiting for all this, either low income or Section 8. I talked to a lady a few months ago. She kept like, keep going up and down from jail to here, jail. And I was like, what, why are you, can you at least just stop going to jail? It's like, when the phone rings today, the next 2 weeks I can't reach her. And she looked at me, she started crying. She said, baby, to be honest, jail to her is home. Because when she's out, it's either she got housing that she will need to start paying every week. How? somebody that just came out of jail. I mean, where would they get the money from to start making payments? Or maybe she is somewhere that she got to, in the morning she has to pack everything and leave. And so I completely understand, and I personally cannot really fix the problem, but I see the problems every single day because I work one-on-one with all these people. I don't want to be the only one talking. I'm open for questions. If there's any questions, I would be glad to answer your questions. We currently, is it okay to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
We currently located on 4th and Candelaria. We got into that building 4 years ago, and in less than a year, we outgrown the space. We got too many sewing machines, notions, and all those stuff. Thank God, thank you to all the community people that help us to get all those. But we outgrown that location, and since then, we've been planning on how to purchase our own building rather than renting. We just want to buy and have enough room for all what we do. And to God be the glory, we were able to raise enough down payment last year, December, and we purchased a building. We closed on the building in December last year. A new location by God's grace soon, maybe in the next few weeks. It's going to be on Indian School and Girard. And we do fundraising every year. And our goal is to keep doing that so that we can put everything towards our mortgage. Now it is mortgage. So the next one is actually this Saturday. And we're going to have it from 6 to 9 at Marriott Pyramid Hotel. The information is on our website, and our website is on this flyer. And I always tell people, I don't know too many people in Albuquerque, but each time I'm opportune to meet a lot of people, I let you know automatically you are part of Tenderlove. So I want to, because it's not just about Debbie. I mean, I cannot do everything by myself. Currently, we have a lot of volunteers, and majority of our volunteers are actually Tenderlove alumni. One of the first graduates is on the board. She's our vice president. So we kind of bring out the leadership trait out of all the clients to make them, to let them know that they can achieve something. Majority of my graduates, they are now small business owners, and they're doing good. So that is the reason why I keep doing what I'm doing. Though it is tough. When we first started, I used to work through agency at UNM Hospital. I worked 9 shifts, 7P to 7A. In the morning like this, I'm supposed to go to bed. But trust me, I will not go to bed because I have to be where my heart is. Stay up all night, stay up all day because I needed to pay bills. And when I fell sick about a year after doing that, my doctor said, "Baby, you have to sleep." And I have option. It's either I work 7P to 7A or I work 7A to 7P. But if I do 7A to 7P, I'm not sure who wanna do what I'm doing without being on payroll. When I can't do that any longer, I can't tell you how many times I pawn my car just to pay rent. But I love what I'm doing, seeing people from the streets, and they are doing good, they are doing okay. I mean, I don't want to stop doing that. I love doing what I'm doing. I know the road is rough, but with God, everything is possible.
Amen.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, and I'm here to answer any questions you have.
Talk about the men's program that you want to expand.
So, even though our mission says we empower women, thank you. But it's like almost every week, I will receive a call, I will receive calls from men asking me, why is it that you only empower women? What happened to men? And I'm like, okay, I think this is something we need to really think about. in our current location, because most of our clients, they've been through abusive relationship, we cannot put all of them under the same umbrella. But last year, we actually housed men more than we housed women. So several times when men walk in and they need this, then we want to make sure we attend to them. And as we are moving to a new location, we have room for men and women. Like the computer room, now we're going to set up a computer room the right way. That we really show that, oh, okay, so but it's not going to be on the same schedule with men and women. So now we have room to accommodate men. And if you know anybody who needs help, I normally don't give them money, honestly. I'll give them the flyer. Just come tomorrow, come see. We give them free 30 days bus passes. There will be a month in our program. We started that. They have to be a month in our program before they can earn that. But I just don't have the heart to do that. Like they need it now. So when you see me with my bag, trust me, I have bus passes in my bag. I want to make sure I give it to them right away. And it is free. Everything we do for them is free. Yes.
So how, are you out working with caseworkers or social workers to refer people into your program, or how do you become in contact with those that
I
come into
like
your
that
program?
question. So when we first started, I used to meet with supervisors, executive directors, and I realized that the meeting, we always, we never get to the client that we really want to serve. It's like meeting supervisor, okay, this is who we are, and that will be it. So we came up with this flyer. I have several of my volunteers that normally go to the park on 3rd and I-40. They will hand this out directly. We also have information when they're coming out of prison. There's a package, they call it advantage package, if I'm not mistaken. Tenderlove information is in there. We have people that place this like in a laundromat everywhere, and they also they refer each other. Like if they are living in the shelter and they are in a program, they kind of like refer each other to come to us. Any other question?
Do you have any needs for like donations at all, or where do you, like for all your stuff, where do you get the supplies?
So in 2014, when we were getting ready for our first graduation, we invited Channel 7 KOAT. They came to our current facility to do interview, and they were not able to attend the first graduation. But I guess they posted that on their website, and from there, we got a lot of donations. Oh my gosh. That they show up, oh, we saw you on the, through Channel 7. And I normally go to a lot of, TV videos and to let them know we need this, we need that. So right now, our facility is packed with fabrics,
Oh, okay.
sewing machines, and when a lady, she's also a business owner in the community, she found out that we give them brand new sewing machines on the graduation day. 2 times on a row now, she brought too many sewing machines, brand new. So we are blessed to have a lot of community people helping us in that route.
How long are your class that people graduate from? How long does it run? And a 2-part question: does it start at certain times?
When we first started, our program starts from November to October, and that is for the fashion designing, because we have 12 months curriculum. They have to be able to do everything in that syllabus before we can give them certificates, before they can graduate. But since we have added more life skills so that they can have option of what to choose from, we no longer have certain time that we get people in. We get people in ongoing. For example, the community health workers classes was only 2 semesters. The one that is going on now is only 1. So it's kind of ongoing, and you choose which one you want to do, and we set up the goals with you, and we like to kind of like solve the immediate problem of where to sleep. That is why we have the emergency housing in Rio Rancho.
What sort of attrition do you have? In other words, if you bring in 10 women, how many of them stick through to reach their goals on average?
I like that. I should have actually printed the 1 page. So when we realize that not everyone that started with sewing will be able to complete that. Initially, before emergency housing, we realized housing is the problem. And if they don't have a place to stay, they just want to do something to go back to jail. So that was the reason why we decided to add housing to our program. And when we first started, the percentage was really low. But since we realized housing component is the real issue, right now for people that start each program to the end, it's always between 92 to 94%.
Wow.
Some of them we can't reach them anymore, like the phone is not working, and in the next 2 weeks they're gonna call me. Hey, Miss Debbie, I'm here, we want to talk. Or they change numbers. So that is the reason why I cannot tell you 100%.
Any other questions for now?
Yeah, I got one. So once they complete their program, what's like the success rate of them, like going into these different organizations or businesses, starting businesses and such?
So for those who want to have their own business, not all of them, everybody cannot be business owners.
Right.
But for those that want to be business owners and they want to have their own businesses, that was the reason why we partnered with Lucenta Credit Union so that they can help us, with the financial literacy aspect of having a business. And currently, we have several of our ladies that they don't want to do their own, but they like to work under the co-op that we launched last year. So that way, the success rate is still between 92 to 94 in all the other programs that we do. What we have not fully started right now, and I'm still looking to see which organization we can partner with, is the culinary arts. We don't have kitchen, of course, and even if we do, I don't know how to cook American food. So we want to get, partnership with anyone that is already doing it. We don't have to be the one, there are a lot of, and CNN too, I'm still working my ways to see how we can add that to the to the community health workers and also have culinary arts with them. But right now, that is the only one that we have not really. My board president used to, actually, she's still doing it, but not the right way. We normally go to her house to do cooking and baking, and she comes to us for the decorations and stuff like that, but she cannot give certificate for them to work anywhere. So that is why we try to figure out how to do that part the right way.
So, there's a limit to how many women you can handle. So
Yes.
how do you screen them?
So the thing is, we screen. As long as they have been to jail or they are low income, they qualify. We never turn anybody away, and our goal is not for all of them to actually come from the shelter. Most of the people that we have worked with that are not homeless, but they are like 1 or 2 patients away to become homeless. What they earn is completely too small to what they abuse, and so we do not ask them to have to be homeless for certain time before we can help them. Or if they come out of jail right away, they know that we can handle them. So we really don't do the kind of like a screening. We do not ask them to give us their patients to see, their pay stub, because we just don't want to set anybody up for failure. And we want them to be honest with us. And once they trust you, they can tell you anything. So we want to make sure they can confide on us that we are here to help them.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you again. Thank you so much.